we're going to play a game. I thought it was going to be something about integrating with the new shot call feature. And guess how many rounds do you think 2G will win this game? And I thought you were going to do something really toxic, like set the bar at 3 or something.
No, I called my shot. My shot was that in map 1 never happened, okay? Doing a little revision there. But all good. A new map awaits, Lotus. Tarek promised me 2G have minimum 5 rounds here.
Oh,
that's his word, not mine.
That's really bold out of him. But we'll see.
He called his shot, and you can too on Twitch on Fridays.
Nice.
VCT Americas.
Nice, very good.
Pop open that extension. You're gonna love it.
You're not getting relegated, big guy. They're keeping you.
Might give a good raise.
The dog will clear out mound, and so 2G sniffing out C side of the map. And if they do decide to go there, they have 2 thorns they're gonna have to deal with as well.
That flash gives the info over. 2G in the space. I want to see if C9, with this Prowler not finding anything front B, options to step in and open the door, but instead looking for that quicker rotate back into Waterfall.
Down to 50 HP for the Duelist.
That's good.
But they have gotten out onto the site. Oh, Zeppa, don't.
Shorty gaming, really?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh.
Oh.
He got a little chip down.
Yes, he did. Turns the flash. Of course he gets a kill. 2G scaled up behind utility. They were cautious. They wanted to create a little bit more space by pushing into spawn, and then that happens.
Now they need to get active, find some kind of spam shot through the smoke, take a forward line.
Which was really part of the issue at the beginning of the round. Cloud9 now funneling in behind the space that they're trying to take back. LZ gets 2 with Classic, and all of a sudden, there's a shot at this, but Vic is holding the defuse, gets the half, pulls off. It's LZ left in the 1v2. The tap is there, the kill comes through. It's another round for Cloud9.
LZ gave it a nice go over in Waterfall. Basically did the same thing that his teammates are trying to do back into spawn, except he guessed right. He pathed into the place where there was only one guy really coming at him.
Right.
But Vic starts off this map 2 strong again. 2-0 on the Omen.
I think I might end up having like a...
Oh, the paranoia is late on that fight into spawn. It actually tagged 2 players just after, or 2G rather, had lost 2 players.
I want to keep a close eye on Vic. We might, if he continues to perform at this level, might have a record series. Vic getting another.
Little door shenanigans on the A side. LZ seeing if anyone's home.
That's going to swing behind the door, behind the smoke. Not able to settle there. Prize is there to punish. Wall not proc, but the site is theirs. Forced to sit back for just a moment behind the thorns, and Vic is on the prowl.
Not this guy again.
Between him and Mitch, I mean. And the smoke slowly dissolves Vic now, pushing forward. Silence again, getting the best of him. He's left in a 1v2. And once again, it's close, but not enough.
I mean, even these rounds, though, are more challenging.
Yes.
Coming down a little bit more on the eco here.
Yeah, more competitive, yeah.
For sure.
Don't lose.
But this is where 2G have to fire back in a big way. Can't give up this anti-bonus.
And avoid the nightmare from the last map, yeah.
Yeah, especially because C9 only have a couple of Bulldogs. They actually all forced down in the previous round, so won't have much of anything here. Nice opener. Yeah, the spike.
Great shots, yeah. And that double swing. I mean, for as much as Cloud9 have stomped 2G up until this point, they're still playing with like the perfect balance of discipline and disrespect. Like they know where to hit, and they're not going to overswing, right? Like
they're not
going
the line.
Throw the rounds, which is probably the most impressive thing I've seen out of Cloud9 so far. I love how they're playing it.
And for 2G now, it's about trying to see where that stack from Cloud9 is going to be. Playing it spread out right now, 2-2-1. As 2G really struggled against the defense-sided aggression from C9, so now going back towards the A spot. Last round, they only saw Net here, so can lean into that again. Although it is worth saying, this smoke that Net plays around on the A side is super annoying. It blocks off that entire choke point. He can pop out from 3 different angles. So if he doesn't overcommit this time around, he can be really difficult to actually push away. And all the time he can buy causes these rotates to come in. This wall is low and ready for a trap.
Yeah, it's primed. The wall to section it off. The flash there, and it goes through. Oxy gets the opener. Prize was there on the trade. That was labored, but it works. They crunch in from B. Very well done by Silence. They win that wall fight.
Vic going on a little mission now to see if there's a rifle he can pick up outside of A.
Shadows traveling.
And there are low players, but like you said, having the lurk actually pay off. 2G playing the whole map. I think this was a dynamic that was a bit absent earlier.
What, the value from the lurk?
Yeah, and pivoting out, like,
because that was something you struggled with on Bind too.
Yeah.
Right. That's not. It's a bit of the same story.
And it's different players, right? Gobert was on the Viper previously. In the lurk role on Bind didn't really do that at all. Silence, on the other hand, absolutely jumped in for it here, and it helps when you need these late round options to pivot into.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little assist.
Wow. 2G now doubling their round count in this series.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that one was below the belt. I apologize.
You're on watch. That's a verbal warning, Doug. It's crazy because the first pick did absolutely go C9's way.
Yeah.
But I think these adjustments out of LZ and Spike especially.
Well, and I mean, there was a massive gun difference there too.
For sure,
which just kind of plays out there. And so now both these teams can approach this round from a power position. LZ getting caught up. Decade has to wait for just a moment.
C9 were trying to fake a little bit more pressure towards this A side, opening the door, throwing the haunt, while the rest of the team was fighting over towards B. These players, or C, those players now slipping into B. But because 2G matched it, that's been called already. They realize that the neon, more aggressive angles were back on the other side of the map. Now move in to re-clear them.
How did he find that little angle? Will go off unchecked. Rotations fast towards B, fast towards C.
Crazy macro. Both teams just dodging each other completely, but it's the value of that lurk. And 2G punishing C9 for flip-flopping a bit too much on the map.
They have to be careful though, because 2G's rotating back towards A and Cloud9 are already back here.
And they still haven't cleared out net in grass. He's got a chance to pinch off the rest of the 2G squad grouping in.
He's looking to play spoiler, and he's in a position to do it. He hears them. One kill spotted, a second settled. Does damage on the third. And now Zeppa's lying in wait. He turned. Oxy looking to help from over his shoulder and will fall. Finally coming through in the punish to 2v2.
Spike planted.
Oxy and Vic, this two-headed beast of Cloud9. Starts to slowly deny some of the space from 2G as they're the ones who take a step back. LZ and Gobera, a sliver of health amongst both.
Full kit from Vic.
They've got to find a way to hang on to this. Steps give position away, a tap of the door to threaten the flank, but that paranoia is going to attack both. It's going to buy time. They have not committed out onto getting spiked down yet. Oxy spams into smoke. Gobera's dead. LZ is going to have to play this perfectly, and it's just not enough.
He really tried there. 3 kills, but can't adjust into Oxy before Oxy pulls away from the spike. That was a wild round. Felt like we were sort of in the thick of things with LZ playing around this lurk. He was the hero finding the first kill of the round. Nearly finished it as well. But like, what is happening? Oxy just wheels around, gets the spam skill, following the tracers back through the smoke.
Again, aggression towards A main. This time there is more threat behind this A main push from Cloud9.
Ulti back to spawn.
Is he committing to this? Oh my goodness, he is. He's stuck it. So there's going to be a fight coming in on the other side, but by the time he arrives, the round may be over. Oxy gets 3. And as the dust settles, LZ's left alone.
Oxy getting 4. And it comes after C9 switch things up, just like you called there. Previous round, it was weak utility, feigning pressure on this side of the map. This time, Oxy gets right on the opposite side of the smoke. No paranoia or anything to get 2G into that space, because LZ was...
Oh my god, bro!
was looking all the way back into spawn.
I think Silence was like in his pocket. That's how close they were on the other side of that smoke.
Crazy.
I'll find you.
So this time C9 switch it up. So they do show the neon stun into that same space. You can see Oxy doesn't have that one, but this time he fast rotates back to react into B or C. It's all these small differences when you show the same utility at the opening of a round that can confuse 2G.
There.
Again, reminiscent to what we saw in Bind,
Olé.
where there's just enough flavor
Okay,
between every bite. Silence has an op.
that's an operator. What's he doing with that thing? Going front B with it? Posting up onto the line to look for a jump peek?
If he's even giving the jump peek.
Shadows traveling.
I want to check out our opper here.
Oxy will be playing a dangerous game, and he's not even going to give them the line.
A lazy rotate from Mitch would be punished, but no, Silence finds nothing. We're down to 40 seconds. It's time to do something, but look at this. C9 have 3 players ready to react. The Omen smoke comes in from cross map.
The benefit, though, is they have those 2 ults to play around. They have the Nightfall, they have the Rolling
Nightfall
Thunder,
hit 0 players.
and they stagger behind the Night. The Rolling Thunder will hit all 3. And so they've gotten the sight. So now they're going to have to deal with hanging on to it, and Gobera goes down. There's 13 seconds left. They still have to commit to getting a spike down. Prize will try to do what his teammate could not and will succeed. Oxy has his ult. Net does too. Mitch, 1 off of the Nightfall, and they're all stacking up together. If the flash does not connect, there may be trouble. They try to flood behind the wall. Mitch completely disrespecting the controller on the other side of the stage. And the slaughter continues. Silence got his.
And now he's running to save. So many. You think about what was just sent into that site, Doug. The 2 best ults in the game for 2G.
And to be clear, I love how they handled it.
Yeah.
They staggered it. They weren't even hitting the same spots. The timing was off just in case the first one doesn't connect. There was thought behind how they executed it.
It was just the post plant where it all falls apart. Mitch getting to spam kill through the smoke. Then again, these fights into spawn I really don't like from 2G. This is the second time that Spike has, pushed back into that space.
Yeah.
First time in the pistol round, the paranoia was just late,
Right.
or he was early, Get into that in VOD review, I don't care.
Right.
And here, it didn't seem like there was anything actually sent there. There was the Rolling Thunder, but that was way earlier into the round.
And I think, theoretically speaking, I love the idea of taking C and then scaling into spawn. Pushing that line back a little bit, I think, is incredibly effective when you're trying to hold. You're forcing the other team to use utility earlier than they would otherwise to clear space that they should already have. But you're right, the execution on it has been quite poor.
Been a little bit desperate, it seems like, to get some of that space. Maybe looking to be the hero a bit too much, but 2G have a moment to try and settle back down. Again, carrying the operator back in from the previous round. Silence. Not a bad idea to post up front B. A lot of times you are seeing people just go for the jump peek angles. But it's hard for that operator to actually do anything. If no one jumps into it,
Right.
well then, okay, walk back and regroup with the team. You're probably not just holding shift through the B site with an operator in hand.
See if you can find some value with it. This time, it seems like the approach is the same. Perhaps a dog to get him on the line, post him up B. And so far, that is the case. Meanwhile, a Pit invested A.
High-low setup from C9, though, so if Silence looks for more...
It's an off angle, too. I mean, yeah.
It wouldn't be pretty. C9 are always playing with Oxy, ready to fast rotate, fast flood into either side of the map. This is going to be the same story again.
The one round they had success on was because of a late lurk through B, and they were able to crunch outside of A main. The setup is there, but they're abandoning it now.
Yeah, you've got the player there, but it's an off again. You're not stepping into the B site with an off.
The ult has been popped. The pew pew fingers come through, and Mitch falls. And
That's
so
a technical term?
yes. A little bit of room to work with. And Vic decapitates on the other side. No more value there, no more joy. On the swing, a dink is dealt. Vic's waiting patiently. Magazine starting to run out. Snaps on to get his one. But Net will have to 1v3 this. And it would not be impossible. This has legs to it. Spit to deny that early swing. Gobera gets 3 as 2G get their second.
Just overwhelming that site. I think Spike getting the first there, even though he ends up falling down later on. 2G are able to just keep zooming on through, pick up guns, get the Spike down. Mitch almost had him too. But all these Stingers are living on like 1 HP. Gobera on 11 after the first fight he took. I respect it.
A little fire on the 2G side of the stage. Same idea, the dog, the op. And Oxy's here to greet.
It looks a little silly doing the same thing 3 rounds in a row, but like they still haven't seen him post here.
Right, and that is defaulting.
So 2G are gonna go for it, but C9 don't hold the B site the way that 2G think they do.
Nope.
Again, 2G think there is someone right there.
And they're almost, right? Big turns the flash. Spike and Gobera get a couple.
Yeah, destroying the high-low setup there. It's Gobera's flash. That might just be a round.
Yeah, that breach neon tandem proving to be a bit too much.
But look at the ults on the left side of your screen. C9, they're feeling pretty confident. If they can find an opening pick, they can look for it.
Yeah, there's the opening pick you were looking for. A Steel Garden on one side, a Nightfall on the other. Everything goes into disarray. LZ's got a really nice spot, but he's got to speed up. I don't know that they can buy enough time for him to provide value. Oxy pops his ult, swings into 2, 3 on the round, and LZ's left alone.
He doesn't even have the ult to try and recover the spike. There's 22 seconds. This was a 5v3 round.
Shadows traveling.
And so LZ pushing forward, high-low,
Enemy remaining.
snaps onto
10
1.
seconds left.
Oxy stays concealed. And that will secure the round. Cloud9 gets a 6.
All right, I think Cloud9 practice for this week. We're gonna work on our high-lows a little bit. a little busted there. But honestly, like 2G almost fall victim. First of all, great work out of Gobera. Like actually individually, I think playing very nicely. Good utility. Spray down there as well. But even though it's a 5v3, the fact is, because those kills came so early, LZ was in Narnia, not really through any fault of his own. Then Oxy finds a pick, so it's a 3v3, and C9 have ults, so...
And so they abandon flirting with the C side of the map.
Yeah.
Now turn their attention towards A, where the wall is, where the thorns are, and where the flash is.
There are times when, even if you have a big advantage like that, even if you know you have the C site, it is beneficial to just slow down and regroup, play together.
Gobera is using the Sentinel skin gun buddy.
Is he auditioning? Like, I don't know if they have a spot.
They win no matter what, huh? Now speeding up towards A. The Nightfall to pave the way.
I'm out of here.
And it will not tag onto anyone, but it will get a ton of space.
Zeppa still has the Steel Garden, though. He never used it last round, and here it comes.
Spike planted.
I believe only 2 did not get tagged. Oxy's going to try to push ahead of this. Spike falls with Vic
Go, go, go.
over his shoulder. The guiding hand, and now there's a smoke out towards tree. GG have to brute force their way through this. Try to hang on to some of this space as Zeppa is creeping around the corner. Will punish Prize. A tap of the spike will draw utility as Oxy's fighting for his life. A 2v2 now. Oh gosh, LZ. LZ and 2G save the round. For as close as that was, they get their third.
Everybody was holding their breath. I know. These A hits are working, the post plants, because it's always with a bad buy too. Like, how are 2G getting these stinger kills over towards A? C9 gonna hit a little pause. Yeah, that's timeout, correct? Audience here is locked in.
Yeah, that was scary.
Oh, Oxy's legs are gone.
And so again, an animated response from 2G. A timeout, a chance for Imi to get involved in the conversation and try to stop this rumbling from 2G.
Rubble fight. I'm just gonna call it now. Rubble fight. Hey, just don't give him A site.
Yep.
C site, 2G are like collapsing in the post. Yeah, don't give it to. Like, we'll play C over and over again over these early fights. Looking at the money, C9 not too hot. It'll be sheriffs for them. So, dark shot call looking pretty solid so far. 2G can convert on this one.
Yeah, the buy not being great here for Cloud9 makes me question what the approach is on the other side of this timeout. It does not look like an A main fight.
Yeah, they're saving it for next round. Let me cope and
Yeah,
pretend like I'm in Imi's mind.
Right.
You show the C fight on the eco to confuse 2G.
Oxy was not allotted any space. Two crispy shots out from Silence to open the round for 2G.
Uh-huh. I don't think they were confused.
No, they did not take the bait.
Maybe Silence needs to be opping over towards C instead of front B. Maybe that's the place for him to be.
Enemy remaining.
Mid tries to take a little bit of space, pays for it with his life. And this round is over as quickly as it started.
Actually, we have to wait for the spike to explode. There's a little,
Yeah.
yeah. So let's just, yeah, sit here awkwardly.
You got any jokes? You know any jokes? Anything funny?
No.
We can't. A flawless round from 2G as they get to 4.
Here's my rubble fight. Here it comes.
Long have we waited.
I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud if it's not a rubble fight. Please, C9, for my dignity.
For this comeback to have some legs and for it to be possible, I do think 2G, for as much as, you know, there's levity in it, they did need to get through rounds like that as cleanly as possible.
Oh, yeah.
And so that helps financially. Look at their ults. They're starting to stack. Prize is halfway up to his. Possibility of a 6-6 is not unheard of. There's
By
a
the
rubble
way,
fight you were looking for.
There it is. Get the kill, fall back. And now what did 2G do?
Silence is going back to holding the B line with the op.
Although, it's a different player on B this time. With the net, maybe has a different tendency. Maybe. I'm coping.
Well, this is just a lot harder because there's no dog to put him on the line. So he can't easily take it, just decides to abandon the idea.
And even with a Rolling Thunder for Gobera, hard for 2G to accelerate here. Still a Vise Flash, couple of Thorns, back bend.
And Vic is playing all the way A, but he has TP. He can join the fight quickly.
Oxy is already on the move. C9 know exactly what's going down.
Oh, and the smoke will buy more time. 2G are starting to stall out outside of C. Smokes of their own, the fault line, and the dive TP. LZ's up before everyone else.
Yeah, no Neon means he needs to step up and get the job done.
How much further can the pseudo-duelist go? Diving onto the site. Reinforcements now arriving. The Paranoia will delay the flood for just a moment. And now on the second attempt, they will try. The Pit invested a Paranoia of their own as they start to push. There's the Rolling Thunder. Oxy stunned up and dealt with as LZ gets the best of them. But as the Pit goes down, they take those fights, and it's all into Prize, a 1v3. Dog will confirm position. And Prize is painfully out of options.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, he's gonna get the tag with the eye. And Mitch is there to punish.
Last round before the switch.
C9 are going to keep trying to just walk 2G into these C finishes, make that side of the map look weak. Because these post plants are so good. And every round, by the way, first of all, good flash turn.
Yeah.
But every round, C9 are either killing the planter on C with just spam from Waterfall or getting them so low. Gobert was taken down to 4 HP trying to plant the spike. Just from some spam shots from Zeppa.
Nice! Let's go, boys. Good round.
Back to their winning ways they go into the last round of the half.
I don't think 2G had planted on B.
I don't think so.
Except, oh, sorry, the round they initially won.
Yeah. Look at how much space Cloud9 have taken up A. You called it at the end of the previous round, Christy. They're trying to force them into C.
It's just too straightforward. 2G can't hold onto the C in post. They don't even have ults to favor it. Maybe Fade ult online from Prize. If he plants the spike.
And the thing about a freeze here is it's not suggesting anything. They don't have an A line, so there's no reason to believe that's where it's headed.
But just look at this utility cycling through. 2G forced to scale on in.
That flashed. Can't see a thing. LC dropping around him as the wall goes down. So does he. Traded back to those spikes, still playing from a safe distance. His Prize is stunned and was just lying in wait. Silence crumbles in 8-4 half for Cloud9.
Destruction. Oxy's quick rotates. He is always there to supplement his anchors. 19 kills in that first half for the kid. I think Doug just choked. I did. I'm good. Doug, I know 19 kills is a lot, but looking like 2G on bind out here.
Oh, I bit my tongue too. Right. An 8-4 half for Cloud9. Oxy stomped.
You just quiet down, Doug.
Yeah, you take the throw.
We've got a break to get to. Doug, get some water.
Well, 2G put together a half to keep things interesting and to keep us locked in a bit here, but Cloud9 still walk away on top at half, 8-4, and now they're going to be the ones on the attacking side. Doug, and with me is Ender on the call. A 19-8 performance from the Star Duelist, and anything but that for the promising youngster on the other side of the stage.
Yeah, it's been tough for Spike to really get in the game this time around. Even in those early rounds, C9 shutting down all of his aggression. But LZ has really picked up where the rest of 2G haven't quite shown up. This round, a little bit isolated towards that A side as 2G stepped down into the mid space. Ooh, LZ saw a few guys there. Little jump peek, fall back. He's got the paranoia to solve things out, but as that door opens, he's got to get out of here.
Will succeed. Sending 2 through B main to crunch too.
Yeah, a little flank going on. That can speed up quickly with the Neon over there.
And with the spike planted, there's that flank that we were just talking about a moment ago.
Really hard for 2G to break this heaven hold out of Mitch.
Meanwhile, a lot on the shoulders of Net here. Tao, good night. That was sharp. Yeah, that will do. Net gets 2. Mitch on the swing up in heaven. Silence gets the best of him, but Oxy now flashed up, trying to dance around it, of course.
Yeah!
When Cloud9's playing like this, you can really do no wrong.
That makes sense. You're blinded up. Start walking left and right. Hold down left click. Yeah. 21 kills for that kid. Unbelievable. 2G can't even luck out a bit. C9 are just high rolling everywhere.
적군이 한 명 남았습니다.
Yeah.
Hey, give me that deagle. Give me that.
Net's gonna take the deagle. Oxy's gonna take a vandal.
Investing a little bit here. Full armor, too.
This is a very strange round 2 buy out of C9.
Yeah.
I'm trying to crunch the numbers. You have 2 guys basically full saving, 1 guy half saving, Net on 0, but with armor.
Gotta go.
Must have bought and dropped.
It's probably how Oxy has that Vandal. And they've gotten out onto A. Spike will go down at the hands of Mitch. And I think we're going to have time to talk again.
Yep, 4 people on the flank. Again, if 2G keep just putting poor Silence here to re-clear heaven, C9 will never lose an A post plant, I don't think. If you can get a player up that rope, bunker in without pressure coming down onto him, especially with like Thorn set up back there, you can get one-way smokes cooking as well. It's just very easy for all 4 other players to turn around and watch the single choke point to get back in the site. Watch this door.
So what 2G are wanting to do here in an ideal state is die to Spike. But they are not going to be able to do that if Cloud9 tries to exit out the way they are. And so, all right, 3 of them did.
Yeah. Oh no, C9 lost a stinger.
Financial ruins.
And they're all just gonna buy Vandals anyways, or Phantoms, whatever. Not taking a bonus. Real round coming in. Oh, Oxy was only getting 1.58 kills a round in the first half.
Pedestrian performance out of him.
That's kind of mid. He promised me magical again. He's only 21 and 8.
Dude, you're a tough crowd. Do you know that?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You're tough to please, man. Early denial of space from A main. And they decide to waltz into that fight. Perhaps still Spike. Spike gets 4. And 2G get 5.
That wasn't your run-of-the-mill bonus either. That was C9 fully buying into it. And Spike just flattened them.
And so again, the fact that they even had the line on that fight, I think really sets everything up. They use utility to deny that early space, force them to swing into the fight, and Spike's there.
He just keeps going. Never even, he has like the smallest hesitation to step back. He's like, actually, I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, that's what you want out of your duelist, man. Quickly into the next round we go. Spam already out from Net.
Yeah, C9 on half armor, so they can just keep buy.
Cover going out.
They're daring 2G to take this fight.
Bring them down.
C9 are just gonna leave Net back over here. Maybe see if Vic can bait a shot from root before escaping.
The dog will go
Here.
off without a latch.
Go, go, go.
Now the rotate back. Spike feeling some of the pressure. The question is, how much do the rotates respond? You've got Breach already headed over. Silence as well.
But C9 are always leaving their options over. Again, still
Yeah.
those 2 players back towards A, so they can make an honest go at C and still end up pivoting.
My concern with this is the Spike is back C, so even if they creep up on
Yeah.
some of the space A, it will be late.
It's all on prize now. He has to get these 2.
30 seconds left.
Has utility, both there, and Vic just so disciplined, man. Checking every single corner. Every rock, Prize pushing forward, Oxy. Again.
Gotta go.
And so now 2G are going to try to flood back into this site. What utility do they really have? Not much. A couple of flashes and stuns, but no fault line or anything like that.
Take them.
And Cloud9 refused to relent on the site. how in the world do Silence and Gobert get back into this? Waiting for the stun. So they might be afforded some breathing room. But the map just feels so small. The site so suffocating right now. Even that jump peek into the swing is perfect. Cloud9 are playing a pretty damn high brand of Valorant right now.
Just shutting down 2G with Spike trying to fly into the site. He just got crushed. And there's a lot of things that obviously you can look at in VOD view and whatnot. I'm curious if we're going to see that site hit again, or the retake again, because I think the smoke coming out of LZ was counterintuitive to what they were trying to do on the retake. Because there's a paranoia line that comes onto the planter, this stun line as well. But that, oh, maybe that was a defense smoke. It looked like it was red to me earlier. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. If he had a smoke, you need that to be on tree, though, to actually let Spike go up and play off of the utility, because the tree players are the only players that weren't crushed by the paranoia and the stun combo. I think that's a world where 2G could have won the retake.
And so 2G call a timeout, but you saw Amy was the one on your screen, vocal earlier, trying to calm down his troops. If you're 2G here, I wonder, I mean, maybe you take more of an aggressive beeline or something like that. Try something that you haven't really shown before to try to cut off some of these rotations. If we know that Cloud9 likes to play spread out and likes to leave all of their options open, as you were saying.
Well, I think it just comes down to you need to get a forward line at some point in the mid-round. Because, they did have it, right? Over towards Sand early, you had Spike that was over there, so when C9 rotated 3 players back into Sand, he heard them, saw them, fell off, that was fine.
Right.
But because they didn't have someone then check out on the A space, they weren't able to get in front of it. But all things considered, literally Prize just hits his shot in tree. I think 2G have a much more legit shot in the round. Not just a macro thing, not just a micro thing. It's all of these, you know, +1s getting on top of each other until the round is lost.
Toxin screen down.
Even in the face of some of this spam, 2G have taken an aggressive line A.
That's good. Now C is where there's a little bit of a weakness. So this is where C9 could exploit by taking into mound, showing some presence, leaving a lurk if they wanted to cut back. Although this looks very much to me like it is more of a pop idea without someone creeping up into front B. They're just going to go in.
The smoke arrives just in the nick of time, denying some of that vision, but Cloud9 will persist. Ooh. Silence.
Spike down.
Beautifully done. He's going to look for the third, and Vic stomps him. 2v2 now. Zeppa trying to dance on the other side of the stun. Styles on Zeppa a little bit there.
Well, fadeaway action.
But Nets left in a 1v2 with an Odin in hand and Spike to boot.
And they're all thinking, what about the gap front B? What about a gap A? It's got to be alert coming in right. No,
30
no,
seconds
no.
left.
Net with a chance to clutch a 1v2. Oh, 2 times he crosses waterfall and goes unpunished. Gets a spike down, tries to drop, will succeed. Thinking someone was there on the challenge.
He's got the gun for the job.
Yes, he does, and he's got the plant just in the right spot. 2G, this is much easier said than done, but the youngster gets 3 on the round and secures it for 2G.
Spike has definitely been heating up into this half.
As is Silence, both of them.
Oh yeah, from that early 4K he got back on the 3rd round of the half. It's a little fadeaway. I like what we're seeing out of him. It's still a long way to go for this team. That is crazy.
Exterminei. Tô vazando. Eletrizante. Tô vazando.
Yeah, that's beautifully done. And so they keep things close within 5.
A fight, here we go.
And remember, this has been on the other side of Odin spam. A very different look from Cloud9 here. They popped Oxy's ult, and 2G have vacated the space.
But C9 are looking to pivot back into B. 2 players lurking up front B, now the door broken, and Oxy's just been left on stairs.
He's got a Bucky. And they're gonna have to re-clear him. They cannot ignore stairs. This is a big spot, and that's a duelist on the other side. The wall to cover the additional challenge. Maybe gets a bit more than he bargained for.
Vic steps into the party though.
And LZ's so weak here. Drops the smoke before dropping health.
Cover going out.
And that will help, at least for now.
2G have Fault Line that just came back up. A flash, a haunt. If they're going to make a go at it, it's now, but all of C9 are playing offsite, and they still have layers of stall utility.
There's the stun. That was the last thing they really had to play around. The walls causing so many problems here. They stall out.
C9 have so much in the post plan that it doesn't even matter if now the kills come in. It's just too late from 2G.
So they save what guns they can as Cloud9 gets the series point.
Match point.
.2G basically had no map control after they were pushed back from the early Rebel fight. Remember, they didn't lose anyone initially, but it was this idea of, oh, well, actually, we're both paranoid up. They have to run back into sight. And then Oxy being left on the lurk, getting the 1v1, even though he eventually goes down. C9 have just shown a lot of depth in their ideas round to round.
Across both maps, to be perfectly clear. Beautifully called, beautifully played.
Have we seen a quick B-pop? I don't think so. Now's the time.
Spike is here with a Bucky. Gobert is there as a challenge. They push forward and it's a slaughter. A beautiful round for 2G.
And maybe that's why we haven't seen the quick B-pop. I don't know.
I don't think they'll try that again.
Mowed down. Good read out of 2G. Gotta like that. But I think part of it is like 2G have been in these setups before, just the 1-3-1. We saw a lot out of that from C9 earlier in the half. Just to be able to quickly react across the map. C9 aren't perfect on the money, so they are gonna sort of half invest on this. Few rifles, but making sure they can continue buying as we move ahead.
I'm out of here.
Denial of space A. And a little bit of denial of space C too. Spike is tucked.
Yeah, 2G are doing a lot of this. Put Spike on the close corner, have someone else baiting for him. He's often good for multiple.
Yeah, no Bucky this time though. And they're looking.
Mitch knows.
They know. No chance to provide any value.
The rotates from 2G are coming in. And the stall has been decent enough, but now it's gone.
This Odin can hurt though. Look at that barrage of utility. Cloud9 can't find footing.
Toxin screen down.
This is what I was talking about before. They leave that Viper on the lurk, rest of the team moving back towards A.
But prize is up.
That they are.
They have to, yeah, they have to realize that that's not a safe place to go. But look at how
we're
all of
still
the rotations
rotating?
have come from 2G, yeah.
But prize was front B. Somehow he thinks it was possible for them to be over there. Ult to tap the door in the Shadow Realm? As a fake? I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome. Unfortunately, 2G know exactly what's happening.
30 seconds left.
But it's too little too late. Cloud9 are ahead of all of it. So now they're out onto the site. They're going to get the spike down. And they have the guns to put this round away, to put the series away. TG have to make a miracle happen here. They are taking their dear sweet time.
There's no one to play off that stun. It's all over the place.
The paranoia has been invested too. Still no scaling up behind it. Now they're diving and with only one gun left.
It didn't look like there was a plan.
Gobert left in 1v5.
Oh my God!
Oh.
I just...
Well, that really felt like the most fitting way to close that series. Poetic, some might say.
Poetry's really fallen off, Doug.
I mentioned it earlier, and I think I touched on it all the way back in Bind. Cloud9, the brand of Valorant that they showed this series is terrifying for the rest of Americas. If this is the form they're carrying in, when they look this good, they look unbeatable. And with that win, they qualify for playoffs.
They are in playoffs. The only team they've fallen to so far in Stage 2, Sentinels. And that looked kind of the opposite story. Them trying to match up with Sen.
Right.
C9 often the team that is crushing in the regular season, carrying that through here. Oxy finishes the game 27-14.
Not too shabby.
Magical.
Vic also had an outrageous series. I mean,
His bind was, I do and I don't want to watch that map again. That was kind of filthy, what he was doing consistently. An insane performance on the Brimstone.
I think there was tremendous depth in their calling, in their preparation, in the layers that they showed. Cloud9 showed just enough to keep 2G on the back foot every single round. The looks were never